everybody. Welcome to Moving Forward with Audrey Now. This is a healing podcast. I am Audrey, and briefly, although I am truly an ever evolving consciousness and being, I have experience and expertise in healing, clairvoyance, art, writing, genetic karmic patterning, many different things. Okay, I was just making sure I could see what the video thing said. So right now, we all know this is a time of mega transformation, mega transition. It is vitally important that you pay attention to your own language, your words, your consciousness, your energy, how you express yourself. And that goes for me too. So if you're wondering, am I always on the positive? No, I have to shift and go there. So we will begin with our breathing attunement. You can put your hands on your heart. Mine are here. I'm not going to move my laptop because I've canceled out the recording when I've done that. And techiness is not my first love and my first genius. I have quote unquote genius in other areas. Tech, meh. So allow yourself to put and feel compassion in your heart. If you love babies, if you love kittens, if you love puppies, if you love new growth of grass, of trees, of flowers, vibe on any of that and breathe in that living energy into your heart, because that is also what you are. Everything is connected. Everything. And so you have a choice, we all do, as to what you choose to identify with or align with. You could identify with yuck, and you could keep putting yourself into yuck, or you could decide later for the yuck and identify with the growth, with the beauty, with the amazingness. I am in Costa Rica, and this weekend is the African Festival. So there's dance, there are parades, there's music. I have not yet, I'm going out after this to see what's happening today. I have been 3 times to Africa in the past. I've been to Nigeria, Ghana, Nigeria and Ghana. I passed in Togo for a half a second. Benin, how could I forget Benin? Oh, Benin, La République du Benin. And I love Africa. When I'm there, I have to put on my African eyes so I can fully appreciate it. I cannot use my American eyes because I won't appreciate it. So understand, shift your consciousness wherever you are. In Costa Rica, where I am, I'm in the Caribbean African coast. I like diversity, so I live in it. I create it. I've been doing this for 18.5 years since I moved out of my mother and father's house and moved into the city. And anyone who knows, the city means New York. It means New York City, Manhattan. So I've lived a diversified kind of life for many years. And I love it, which is why I do it. So allow yourself to align and identify with whatever it is you love. With buttercups, with butterflies, with rainbows. Understand that we all are made of everything, the light, the dark, the good, the bad, the high, the low, the in, the out. We are all of it, and so is the Creator. If you think it's only one thing, no, it's all of it. And you and I and all of us get to choose where we put our energy, our frequency, what we choose to create. And since the guides have told me to refrain from discussing anything political, all I'm going to say is align with what you choose to create in your life and in the world. I have told my clients for years, have written about it, have spoken on it. Live the life you choose to live. with whatever aspect you can. If it isn't fully, some piece, some part, some aspect. So now, breathe into your heart compassion, fill with love, fill with kindness. Send that to all aspects of your being, to your cells, to your telomeres, that's at the end of your chromosomes, at the end of a shoelace. See them straight, long, youthful, and healthy. And take in a nice deep breath. Hold. And exhale. Breathe in again, possibilities, miracles, wonder, and joy. Hold. And release, let go. Creating that environment all around you, within your energy body, your Merkaba. Breathe in again. Beauty, softness, strength, possibility. Hold. And gently, 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 slowly exhale. One more time. Breathe in your dreams. Breathe in your accomplishments. Breathe in wisdom. Breathe in courage. Hold. And slowly, gently, and easily exhale. Creating your internal and external environment of courage, peace, gentleness, cooperation, strength, light. And if you choose, create that as the environment in which you live. We have an energy body all around us called the Merkaba, however you choose to say it. Fill yours with what you choose, because you've got the whole everything to choose from. Words we don't even yet know because it has not yet occurred. Our affirmation for today, an affirmation is a statement of power and intent and action. That way you, quote unquote, anchor it energetically, not with nyeh, not like that. I fill with possibilities of wonder, and I live a life of wonder and create wonderful aspects and things and possibilities for myself and others. I live a life of wonder, and I create wonderful things and experiences for myself, for others, and for the world. One more time. I am filled with wonder, and I live a life of wonder for myself, for others, for the world, so that all who choose live in wonder. And wonder is magnificence. Wonder can be something new. It can be something you're used to, but have not seen in a new way. Look, this is one of my frequency stones. I don't know how I make these. Well, I do know how I make them, but how they come out so beautiful. And yes, I painted them. And yes, I was very conscious. I lift my frequency first, and I allow the energy to guide me. Allow yourself to live in flow. FLOW. And if you would like any of these frequency stones, let me know. They are available. So today we are going to be talking about new stuff. So I watch a lot of podcasts. I do not read Spanish as well as I read English, and I need large print so I can see it well. I do not yet know how to get books in English in large print here in Costa Rica. In the United States, I got it at the library. So as a result, I'm watching, this is just not, there it is. So as a result, I'm watching lots and lots and lots of podcasts, and some of them fun, some of them funny, some of them interesting. I watch that also. But also some that are very informative. So make sure that you are looking at some of the wonderful stuff happening on the earth now. So I wrote some notes. I'm putting on my glasses to help me read them. And yes, I wrote this myself. So I did not write the names of the people or the company or the magazine or who created the particular information I am going to give you. Understand, I did not make this up. Insofar as I know, it is not AI, although that may have helped people in some of the creation and discovery of these things. This is not false. This is not fiction. This is real. So it's pretty, to me, it's extremely amazing. So, so China has created fusion energy. The United States, as far as I know, is not doing so much. I'm not going to comment on that. You could imagine what I think, and I probably might think some of that. But China has put a lot of attention on that. And from the last thing I read about a day ago, 1 or 2 days ago, very recently, it has created a breakthrough, in fusion energy. And fusion is putting one atom with another, and it makes humongous energy. It's the energy of the sun. And properly used, this can give us free energy on the planet. Do I know what China or anyone else is going to do? Not yet. Can I tune in on it? I can. I do think they will share some of it. I also think they're going to want to get paid. But I trust them completely? Not completely. Do I trust the United States? Not right now. I do not. Which is why I'm not, one of the reasons I am not there. But China has had a breakthrough in fusion energy. What the other countries are doing about that, you can do your own research. I'm not going to discuss that. Let's see. Oh, this was so exciting. Oh my God. I think it was under Antarctica. It was discovered that microbes, bitty, can't see the microbes, are actually alive after 7,000 years. Who or what do you know that is alive and functioning after 7,000 years? And in case you have a very small imagination and can't vibe on this, if microbes can be alive and function after 7,000 years, so can we. We may not yet remember how to be that. However, it is within us. Listen, I have had experiences, psychic experiences, other experiences, where I know I could move through the ages. I could breathe water, not with a doohickey on me. I can move through fire. Am I saying I can do that in this body here and now? No, I do not recall how to do it. But I know It's in me because I have had, let's call it psychic experiences where I did do it. So I know it exists. So give yourself permission to grow and evolve and experience, because we are not staying only 3D. I live kind of 3D, 4D, 5D. I go a little bit back and forth with certain things. Sometimes it's a little disconcerting, but I sometimes do. I'm in various other dimensional realities, something, and this is coming for those of us who choose it. Okay? Isms. Okay. People who don't heal themselves of isms, this is me, are going to weaken themselves. It weakens our whole species. So I'm extremely passionate about this. So what do I recommend? I recommend that you literally look at my course, Ism Freedom, be free of the causes and effects of racism, sexism, and other isms. And if you think you don't have any, did you watch this podcast a while ago when I gave words? Did you find any responses in your body, in your mind, in your emotions? What were they? Black folks, white folks, native folks, short, tall, fat, thin. Do you get any? And you have to be real with yourself, because if you're not real with yourself, you're not going to be real with anyone else. And then you're living a fake life. You're not living authentically. Does that work? Not really. Not really. Not at all. Because when you cross over to the next realm and you have your life review, and I do feel we have that, by the way, with what I call the shiny light beings, because I have met some. When I had my near-death experience, there might be others, and they, oh, so amazing. You will have to really experience all of what you did or didn't do from the experience and perspective of those who received it. Think about that. Think about that. So make all the corrections you can here and now while you're in physical earth, third dimensional form, as much as you can without carrying guilt and misery. When you're doing that, then you need to transform and take responsibility for what you did, your emotions, and how to up-level them. Get a session with me, get a session with somebody else, but don't sit there in it. Okay, something else. Oh, this! First I made noises because, okay, so there are spiders, that's what I made noises about, that eat methane. Methane is one of the worst of the harmful gases in the atmosphere. Methane is a horror. And the cattle, the cows, they, how do we say this nicely? They exude methane when they pass gas. Nobody likes that. And maybe so do humans. I haven't checked on that. But spiders, not every spider, it's a particular kind of spider. I didn't write the name of it, it's a long word. They eat methane. So when scientists or whoever else is going to investigate this, and you simply have to look it up, okay? It's there. Learn how to use these spiders. Do it with some kind of honor. Don't misuse. Don't make slaves out of anything. Not out of AI, not out of anything, and definitely not out of other people, and definitely not out of yourself. When we learn how to harness that properly, with respect all around, we can get rid of a whole slew of this methane. And then the other thing, so the other, there's a lot. of good things that are happening, of interesting things that are happening. I wrote notes for only a relative few of them. So what I learned was that continents are drying out. I didn't know this. So with continents drying out, the ocean water is raising up. As a species, it's important for us to be aware of this. Rather than some people go into fear, oh my God, don't do that. If your first response to hearing anything is to immediately go into fear and panic, what is that, fight or flight? If that's what it is, and that's true for a lot of our species, catch your breath. Rather than fight or flight, freeze, focus, and then take action. It is so time for our species to evolve so that we can be the galactic new humans that so many of us have spoken about. I was speaking about this stuff. Oh my God, how old was I? I had a public access TV show called Aurora Borealis. It cablecast in Manhattan on Manhattan Neighborhood Network. And I talked about this. I talked about doing 10 minutes or 15 minutes of breathing or meditation every week. Now listen to Pam Gregory. She has people doing it 7 o'clock Britain time every night. Do it when you want. I usually do that whenever I wake up, whatever time that might be. So it's like done. And I'll do it sometimes sitting by the beach here where I live. And I can be sitting on the log. Oh, I love that, sitting on the log for a period of time and looking at the peacefulness of the water, which blends with the blue of the sky. So find your magical place. There was a time when I had a small apartment and I had a little girl as a daughter. Now she's a grown woman, I have grandchildren. But when she was a little girl, a little bedroom, and I had another space, and my altar was a small space. And I would sit and focus on it and get centered. And here, my altar is the great outdoors and different areas in my home. My studio, where I look at the art and open. My art is called Audrey Ohm Art, not the rocks. Those are frequency stones that will help raise your vibration so that you're more able to deal with the shifts, SHIFTS, that we are going through and that are not going to stop anytime soon, by the way. So allow yourself to have something gorgeous, beautiful, peaceful, whatever it is. It could be a water feature, it could be a frequency stone, it could be a painting, it could be an altar. And if you have an altar, have something on it that represents water, fire, earth, air, the ethers, spirit. However you choose to do that, and do some of your breathing attunements and affirmations as you're gazing and merging with the vibration of your altar. Make your home also your spiritual retreat. Have an area that's yours. I had that one little space, and it was amazing for me. Create it. Please do not tell me you don't have space, because I'm going to laugh at you or with you. Create the space. If it's in a corner of your bed, create that. If you're sharing your bed with whom the heck, whatever, find a space. If you have to go to the bathroom, put the toilet seat down, close the door, and have something on the wall or anything. You create that. And if you're going to tell me, I can't, I'm going to ask you, do you like being a victim? Do you enjoy making yourself a victim? What part of your genetic karmic patterning, GKP, did you get that from? Would you choose to release that so that you're free? So look at that, seek it out for real, and you can choose to let it go. You can put it in a container, send it off to spirit, ask that it be realigned, and sent back to you. This is before you go to sleep. Sent back to you realigned in light, so that you can be living in more light. Anyone, and I mean anyone who chooses to, can grow and evolve, because all of us, no matter what it may look like, were originally made of light. We are all made of source stuff. Some people have contaminated it. Yes, we are capable of doing that because we are made of that. And if someone chooses to deny that, no matter what their words may be publicly, it's the heart energy, it's how they are, it's what they emanate that tells the truth of it. Look at yourself, not at anyone else. Take care of you in this area. And there's an expression that I learned as I was studying the healing arts. After me, you come first. That's not selfish, because if you do not take care of you, who does? And if you're going to tell me God is God, you have to create that connection and ask and align when you get the answer. If you go unconscious, that won't work. So be the energy you choose and live from that. And you start piece by piece by piece. Now, our completion segment is appreciation and gratitude. Thank you for watching. If you are, I know you are, if you are enjoying this, if you are growing, if this stimulates your thoughts, if this has you go, any of that, please like or love us. You click the like button twice and it goes to love. It turns red with a heart. Red. Okay, love us. And definitely subscribe. This is a game. That's part of how it's played. And share with everyone you know. Play, play, play. Share, share, share. Win, win, win. Thank you so much. And definitely, you can be in touch with me. Audrey Now, AudreyNow.com. Audrey Now, AudreyNow@gmail.com. Thank you. And you want a response? Write podcast. Thank you. Bye.